Welcome back to another edition of my Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 25, where we are a little over, we're 21 games into the season here, about at the midway point of April, a little bit past it. We're getting ready for a pretty big series here against the Yankees. They're 14-9. We're 11-10. Been kind of struggling throughout this year, but kind of trying to level things off here a little bit. Now, one thing we're going to focus on today is Emerson Hancock, who is getting an opportunity here. First time he's getting any start since the 2024 season. Already made one start, gave up 4 runs over 5 innings in a game against Colorado. And the reason why he is getting an opportunity is because we have Cal Raleigh is currently hurt here for a couple of days, but Luis Castillo has a fractured arm, still out 1 to 2 months. That happened in the last episode. Obviously, Castillo has his ups and downs, but is been a really, really good player for us these past couple of years. The last 2 years here in the dynasty, in the franchise. Got the college football 26 in my mind. Sorry, but Castillo's been really good, really consistent. Was good in the postseason. Got off to a bit of a rocky start this year with really a blow-up game there in his second outing. But he's out for a little bit. And what that does is going to give Emerson Hancock an opportunity to see if he can hold down this spot in the rotation. He obviously started in the minors in this year. He was in the minors all last year and was pretty solid down at AAA. But he looks like he's going to be a starter for us heading into next year. So what we're really trying to do in this episode is kind of get a feel for what it's like to pitch with him on a bigger basis. Because the last time he pitched for us was in 2025, and year one came out of the pen, had a couple of tough outings, but a 4.42 ERA. I think he'll be a solid back end of the rotation guy, but don't really know how much more he's going to be of that. So we'll step into his start here for sure against the Yankees. Do a little bit of hitting, but it's mainly going to be about seeing Hancock himself. So we'll simulate up to that point, see if there's an opportunity for us to jump in, such as right now, Alec Burleson with Julio over at third, and Burleson actually has a 15-game hitting streak. So we got an opportunity here to knock in the game-tying run as well. But really, it's a big series. Obviously, we won the World Series last year, and that's great. But, you win one, first one in franchise history. Now, how do you repeat and come back on the other side of that, I think is going to be a really key thing. So we're going to get this. Alec Burleson versus Carlos Rodon, who is obviously having a great start. We are not hitting the ball. Been a very inconsistent offense so far.
1-0.
Watch that one. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Burleson just 172 with runners in scoring position despite hitting 329. Has posted a 922 OPS heading into this at-bat. With 4 homers, hit that ball decently out to left field. Julio should at least score. It is not going to be a hit if Julio does slide in. So we did at least the job of knocking in the run. But as you see there at the top, a 3-run homer from Cody Bellinger was kind of the staple of what is now a 6-1 lead for the Yankees. See if we can maybe get a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the ninth. Foul away a fastball. Do have Julio on over there at first as well. Got a pitch to drive there. Well out in front of it, though. Nando Cruz out of there. Maybe we can make this a 3-run game with one swing here. That ball is peppered over to left field. That'll be it. So we do lose the opener here to the Yankees. Not exactly the way you want to start the series, obviously. But it is what it is. Andres Munoz really struggled here. Gave up 4 runs, didn't even get a single out there in the 9th inning. Really ballooning his ERA. He is off to a tough start this year. Great start from George Kirby, who is certainly looking to get an extension. Got a triple out of Julio. A double out of Winker. 3-hit day for Julio. Just 5 hits in total. Only scored 1 run. Offense has been inconsistent. The bullpen has not been very good. On top of that, the starting rotation has been just fine. They've been really good outside of a couple of starts here and there. Not at all we're looking for. Cal Raleigh is no longer injured. Let's make sure these lineups are exactly the way we want them, and they are. Raleigh, of course, was nearly a MVP candidate last year. Has not been as good so far this year, just a 648 OPS. We're going to leave him in the 4 spot for right now, but I'm okay kind of shifting up this lineup a little bit. Probably go ahead and knock Rayleigh down a spot, bring up Crawford a spot. Rayleigh was money for us last year, really over the last year and a half. Had a great postseason run, but he's off to a slow start. Leave Burleson at the bottom of the lineup, hitting well for there now. But yeah, I mean, Julio's been great. Raleigh has just been a dead spot. Brandon Lau had a great, 7 or 8 game stretch where he hit all 6 of those home runs. It's been a little lackluster otherwise. He, of course, was our big offensive acquisition in the offseason. Now, bottom 5th. Let's just simulate here. We do end up winning this game 2-1. Got through that spot. Obviously, not a lot of offense again here, but you got doubles out of Ryan Bliss and Brandon Lau, both of which also got RBIs. Logan Gilbert was phenomenal. Spire and Munoz. Nice day, so good to see the bounce back there from Munoz. Face 4 hitters, none of them got on. Raleigh comes back from his injury and goes 0 for that ERA, the batting average down to 190. Yeah, we're going to hop into this game here. And just kind of is basically going to treat this as a, play the moment situation with Hancock. Just want to get an opportunity to pitch with him a little bit against a very good lineup. I think that'll be good for us to do. And we'll bounce into a couple of at-bats as well. We want to maybe try to give somebody, maybe Burleson, the day off. A little tie down there at the bottom. We'll give Burleson the day off and give Marlowe a start down there. And we'll keep everything else the same. Lefties are not on Jesse Winker. He will be just fine. 247 for Winker. He's walking a ton, though. Has hit for some pop, so he'll be okay. Contract year for him. Contract year for Rengifo. Could be a big offseason of change, but we have got a lot of baseball in between now and then as we do get this matchup here against the Yankees. They're 15-10. We're at 12-11. Rubber match here. Julio has been money over his last 9 games. Always good to see that. Let's hop into here and see how Emerson Hancock does. University of Georgia product, a 7.2 ERA in his first outing. Gave up 4 runs again against Colorado in 5 innings. It's a really big year for him. He is very likely to be a starter for us next year, probably regardless. Would like to go into that year with a little bit of confidence, and it will be a 1-1 count here against Volpe to get us going. We'll try to go with a slide piece here in a 1-2 count. Got him to roll over it. Hancock fastball, sinker, slider, circle change combination. Doesn't throw overly hard. Got to work on getting ground balls. Get the occasional strikeout with that sweeper when you can. Still with a 1-2 count here. Having trouble putting Volpe away. Did not get good location at all on the circle change. Got him to chase the slider. Hancock does and get the strikeout there. It's not a bad start. Took him a couple pitches to get away with it. Now it's Ryan O'Hearn. Off to a pretty dreadful start here so far. Good pitch there from Hancock. Great sinker. Ryan O'Hearn's next home run will be his 100th of his career. Didn't get him to chase. 2-2 count. I'm going to go right back to that sinker. Going to get a little bit more over the plate, though. Good spot. So far, the location on that sinker is pretty solid. Throws the sinker just as hard as he does his fastball. Got another strikeout here. The high fastball thrown right by Ryan O'Hearn. 2 up, 2 down with 2 strikeouts there for Emerson Hancock. And, of course, you got a big bat coming up here now, Aaron Judge. 304 average into a 2-1 count. Got him to swing in front of the slider there, Judge. 6 homers, 1,000 OPS. It continues to just be sensational for the Yankees.
No, that's a ball.
Really good sinker there, but it's a full count. Cody Bellinger hit the big 3-run home run in game 1 of this series. That was not left into a good spot, but Hancock's going to get away with it. 3 up, 3 down. We'll swing a little bit here, I think, with the top of this lineup. We do see Max Fried. We'll take at least swings here in the first inning and then kind of bounce around after that when we're on offense. 1-1 count here. He fouls that one away. Having a good year. 295, 778 OPS, 2 homers, 16 RBIs. Really strong start for Rengifo. He's going to fly this one out. Again, it's a contract year for Rengifo. Was pretty dreadful up until August last year. Good over the last 2 months. Had a big postseason finish. Hopefully that can continue. Winker now at the plate. Still got a great on-base percentage. Nearly 350.
Ball 2.
Not hitting for much power, of course. Has been good with runners in scoring position. Has 12 RBIs. A 2-time All-Star. It's a 2-1 count here from Fried.
Strike 2.
Late on the fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Try to go the other way with it, but that did not work. 2-2.
Hey!
Got the fastball. Froze Winker there. Does strike him out. Now it's Julio, who has been tremendous to start the year. 7 homers, a 330 average, 692 slugging. Not the pitch to swing out there, a 1-2 count. We've swung pretty free and easily with Julio. Coming off an 0-for-4 day with 2 strikeouts, though. Fouls away that fastball. Trying to take a little pressure off of, trying to make him a superstar and swing at everything. Just kind of let the game come to us.
That's 3.
Big strikeout there, though. So both pitchers go 3 up, 3 down. Now we'll have Emerson Hancock take on Cody Bellinger. Off to a solid start. That one over to Brandon Lau. Gets it over to first. What kind of contract did Bellinger end up getting from them this past offseason? $21 million over the next 4 years. Ain't too shabby. On Moncada. This offense gets a little lackluster if he's their everyday number 5 hitter.
Nope. Ball 2.
Moncada. I played a franchise, obviously off screen, a couple of years ago with the White Sox before they completely fell apart, and I loved hitting with Moncada.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
It was somebody I just hit a lot better with than I probably should have. Really smooth swing for the game. That's going to be up the middle. Brandon Lau makes a great play, but I accidentally pressed the button twice. That's going to be an error on him, maybe. Yep. Unfortunately, that should not have been an error.
Oh.
Did a nice job getting to that. Press the button twice and just kind of give it away. Emerson Hancock bounces back with a strong strikeout there. Looking the part. Josh Bell, 237 average down here at the bottom. Swings at a sinker way out of the zone. It's not been good so far. Does still have the pretty solid attributes, though. Nice job fouling away the circle change.
That's the ball.
Couldn't get the fastball there. All I really want out of Hancock is to be a guy that can give us, 4 to 6 pretty good innings on every start. Obviously, you want more than that, but I'll take him just being rock solid. So far, so good. I do want to swing here with Raleigh. So 190 average, 1-1 count for him. Hit just 1 home run. It was in his very first at bat of the season. I think it's called out there. See if Fried is okay. He is going to stay out there. I'll swing with Lau, and then that'll be it. We'll get to kind of moving along. That's a tough break, though, for Raleigh. A ball right back up the middle. Hit a home run again in his very first at-bat. Has not hit one since this year. Lau able to foul away the fastball. A little on the late side of that. 1-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 count. Try to hit that one into the soft spot there. Volpe gets to it. Throws him out at first. All right, we'll just go back to quick man and see if this offense can do anything here. They do not. Ground out there. Which one of these offense can get something going first? Edmundo Sosa had a decent World Series run there for the Phillies. Was okay in the World Series for sure. Oh no, actually double press that button. Thankfully the slider doesn't end up costing us too bad there. Sinker down and in. Another strikeout for Emerson Hancock. So far he feels good. Missed the location a time or two, but largely has been rock solid. Now it's Sam Hilliard, Braves legend. Yeah, this is let's start giving a bunch of guys days off. This is not a great lineup for the Yankees. Obviously, they lost Jazz Chisholm for sure in the offseason as he signed to the Orioles. Still got to keep in mind, you know, a Jackson Holiday thing. If maybe this season ends up going bad for us and it's going good for them, maybe we try to make a move for Holiday. Former top prospect that is not panning out in this series. And that'll be the first walk allowed there for Emerson Hancock. And now you're back to the top of the lineup. Anthony Volpe is up, struggling this year. Got the call there. 2-2. That is a perfectly timed hit and run. We'll end up with the speedy Hilliard over at third. Now Hancock dealing with his first bit of trouble here. Just really well timed all around there. Now it comes down to Ryan O'Hearn in this inning. See if we can get a double play ball. Or a strikeout. Now you got Aaron Judge coming up. Walking a hit. And kind of spin things out of control with the bottom of the lineup. Now you're heading into one of the best hitters on the planet. 1-1 count. Got him to chase the slider. Really good slider there. Aaron Judge looking for his first hit in the series. That circle change was not at all where we wanted it. Try to go back to the slider here. Got him to hit that sharply over to Lau. Gathers it up. Hancock gets out of trouble. Through 3 innings with him. We'll hop in here now and simulate through a little bit. A solo home run for J.P. Crawford does give us the lead. Rayleigh strikes out. Marlowe gets a hit. Walk from Rengifo. Winker pops up. Come on, Julio. Big opportunity. We'll hop in here with Julio. Yeah, 1-1 count. The guy that's been our best hitter so far. Got one to Mash and scorches that down the line. Marlowe is going to score from second as Julio gets in with a stand-up double. It's a 2-0 lead for the Mariners. Now it's Raleigh. We have the big moment again.
That's out the corner.
Good eye there. It'll be a 2-1 count. Just a 600 OPS for a guy that was worth just about 7 WAR last year and hit 3 homers in the postseason. Very late swing there on the sinker. 2-2 count. Swings through a fastball. Raleigh strikes out. Not before J.P. Crawford and Julio Rodriguez each get RBIs there. Now we're back out here with Hancock. Going against Bellinger. 3-2 count. Absolutely scorched. Sinker in a bad location. That'll be a stand-up double for Bellinger to get things going here for the Yankees. Now is where you kind of get a little worried about Hancock. How does he respond? That'll be a base hit. I don't think Bellinger's going to score on that. Had to hold up just in case Rengifo did grab it, but a couple of hits now. Hancock getting himself into some trouble. Really looking for the double play ball here against Austin Wells. That means giving up a runner. Did not get the double play. Julio's got a nice arm out there in center. That's a lot of speed for Bellinger. They're going to try it at home. Goes off. 2-1. Hancock gives up his first earned run of the outing. Now it's Josh Bell. That ball left in a bad spot. Rengifo, can he get it over to first? He cannot. Hancock has had some tough luck here in spots. This inning has now got a chance to spiral out of control. This is where against a good lineup. Well, I say that. Good top of the lineup anyway. Have to really find a way to make something happen here. They're going to test Julio's arm. They are. 2 runs scored quickly there. Tying it right back up. And now is where you go ahead and get somebody up. All a mound visit. Still has good confidence. Starting to get close to the end of his rope, though. That's going to sneak through. Another run's going to score, and I'm sitting there looking at the runners and misplay that. That should be an error in right field, but he didn't touch it. Now this inning all of a sudden just implodes. I misplayed that right. I took my eye off the ball, literally. Okay. What y'all tune in for.
1 and 2.
Good defense.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's the inning that just got away from Hancock, and then I did not help him out in right field there in that situation. Should have just been a base hit turned into a triple. That ball is left in a bad spot. No way a Rosarena throws him out from there. Put a better throw in that than I thought he was going to, but 5 runs have scored here in the 4th. This will be the last batter for Emerson Hancock. Man, at the 2-run bottom of the 3rd. Immediately give up 5. Emerson Hancock's day ends with a strikeout there. A little bit of bad luck. Couldn't quite put it together. I want to get another swing off here with Brandon Lau. Pulls that one through. It's wrapped up there by Sosa, though. All right. Got the double from Rosarena. Round out for Crawford. Rayleigh gets an RBI single. Good to see him against a little lefty there. Get something done. Do a pitching change. And then let's simulate a half inning. Gave up 2 more runs. We'll just fast forward to the end of the game. End up losing that game 8-4. Rayleigh with another RBI hit in the game, so that's good to see. He had a nice, positive day. Emerson Hancock, though, did not. 4th inning really imploded on him as ERA is now 9 through his first 2 starts. Thornton struggled. The rest of the bullpen was fine, though. Got a home run from Crawford, 3-hit day for Rosarena, 2 for Julio, 2 for Rayleigh. Just gave up too much. 4th and 5th innings, they scored almost all their runs. Okay. See how it develops. We do have Gary Valencia. I don't really feel like calling him up this year, just trying to get by. Celestine's not great. Hop through a couple of games here. Luis Rengifo will keep him active. We are losing some games here. Luis Castillo will keep on the 15-day. All right, so not been a great start to the episode. We're just 1-4, now at 12-14. Time to do some scouting. We're still, it's still early in the season. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so Carlos Baez, international guy that we decided to take a look at. I'm going to guess right now he'd be like a 80-ish potential, maybe a 60-ish overall. Maybe a little bit higher. Good contact hitter, good vision, discipline. Defense looks like it'll be somewhere between below average to maybe above average, so we'll say average there. Hendrik Solanas, Another outfielder. Pretty similar, better defender, should have better speed. Maybe not quite as much pop potential. We'll go ahead and we'll continue scouting them. Where are these international pitchers at? So we got them to 50%. Some of them a little higher than that. Already got Tommy Yu up. He's going to be out of our range, though, I would guess. Okay, so we got a big riser here in Mel Winters. I think we'll keep rolling with this. We'll do another week. We need to have some success here. Big day. We'll simulate. End up winning that one 13-4. Julio with a hit. Raleigh's seen that average dip down to 175. Did draw a walk. Had a 4-hit day from Brandon Lau. A 4-hit day from Crawford. Rayleigh and Burleson also with a couple of hits. Crawford with another home run. Crawford also had a double, so he was going for the cycle there. That's what that was about. Another good start there from George Kirby. Right now it's about the offense just being inconsistent. Big situation here for Logan Gilbert. Let's simulate it. Ended up winning the game 5-4. Okay, so got back-to-back wins here. Home runs from Rosarena and Rayleigh. Stolen base from Bliss. He also had another double. Got doubles from Julio, Rosarena, and Crawford. Logan Gilbert gave up 3 runs over 6, so a solid outing. South Sada gave up a run. His inning. Spire and Munoz were good enough there at the end. 3 hits from Blitz. Okay. Got another win there. That'll move Rengifo just right back to the starting lineup. Okay. So 5-0. So we got good pitching in this one. Got a home run from Winker. Emerson Hancock finally has a good start there. 6 innings, did not allow any runs, and Morahone and Snyder were good out of the pen. Brandon Lau didn't do much there. Rosarena. Riley Adams has been very good replacing Cal Raleigh whenever he's come up. He's really hit well. That seems like a good offseason signing for us as a depth piece. But, yeah, it looks like a 3-run homer there from Winker. See if we can get the sweep here. We do not. Lose this one 8-3. Gave up home runs to Benintendi and Robert. Savale. Looks like he pitched well against us. Got home runs from Julio and Brandon Lau. Just not a good start there for Brian Wu. It's kind of been a little up and down. We gave him the big extension, but obviously a 6-run, 3-inning day is not going to be great. Another 3-hit performance there from Julio. He is off to a smoldering start as we are getting near the end here of April. We're up 1 right now. Got Colin Snyder on the mound. MJ Melendez with 2 runners. Oh, let's hop in here, see what we can do. So far, we're first in on-base percentage, 9th in runs. ERA, we're just 23rd. Not striking out a lot of batters, giving up a little bit harder contact than we have the past couple of years. Got to see if we can get this bullpen working. So big time opportunity here, up 1 against the Royals. Get a fastball there from Snyder. Get Melendez out.
Nope. Outside.
1-1. Good cutter there. Really good one. 1-2. I will go to that sweeper, try to get it to dip right below the zone. Got him to chase, somehow fouls that one away. Come on.
That's ball 2. 2-2 to count.
2-2.
3.
Snyder gets him to chase a sinker, not even close to the zone there. 1 out away from getting out of this. It comes down to Kyle Isbell. Having an okay season so far. 2 homers, north of 700 OPS. Got ahead.
Ball.
Fastball out of the zone.
Ball, 1 strike.
Good sinker again. They're going to go up and away with the fastball, see if he'll chase and come back with a sweeper on top of it. Fastball's way out of the zone. Tough one to hit, but he does foul it away. Go back to the sinker now.
Count full.
The count is full. Michael Garcia coming up next. Come on, right back to the sinker. Fouls it away. Have not thrown him a cutter.
Nope, that's ball four.
Did not get the call. Now the bases are loaded, getting back to the top of this order. This bullpen has not been great at finishing off these games.
Ball one.
Finding a way to get out of this situation is huge.
Whoa,
He has just lost his control. No command right now of really anything but the sinker, and even it's been a little wild. They go fastball here. Might have got lucky there, Raleigh. Gonna get that throw over to first. Gets out of the jam successfully there for Colin Snyder. Return to simulating. Do end up getting the win, 4-2. Burleson does tack on an RBI single. Jesse Winker, 2 doubles, starting to get going again here. Raleigh had a hit a second home run of the year finally. It was like a 2-run shot. Bryce Miller, pretty good again. The bullpen was excellent. We'll take it. Only picked up 8 hits, so pretty quiet day offensively in total. But Marcell Ozuna, who hit 60 homers last year, does hit 1 in that game. He is insane. And now we're through April. 16-15 record. Man, Scotter was not good. Rambush was okay. Polkovich continues to hit. Terrence Henderson, so the closing pitcher that we drafted in last year's class, off to a great start. 12 strikeouts and almost just about 12 innings. 0.77 ERA. Michael Silva, a low potential, like a low ceiling guy. But a guy that could be called up if somebody else were to get hurt. He was really good in April. Kind of just take a glance around. So Ford not hitting particularly well. Ramirez is off to a tough start. Emerson, it's just does not seem like this is going to happen for Emerson. Cole Young has been good again. Of course, Crawford was really solid in the first month. Arroyo having his first struggles with us. John Simon, dreadful. Lazaro Montez, just not great there either. Take a look at some of our starting pitching prospects on the high end. Gary Valencia, he is disgusting. He is dominant. Jason Farley, obviously not getting any opportunities to play there. Let's see. Jason Giordano has been excellent so far. Eddie Matos, rock solid. Jim Flowers down at single A, not getting an opportunity. Martin Diaz, not great so far. Okay, let's take a look at kind of the lineup guys. So Renjifo's been solid. Winker's been solid. Julio's been great. Got to get Raleigh going. Good first month for Brandon Lau. Like, I'll take that every 27 games. I can tell you that. Rosarena's been good. Crawford's been good. Rayleigh kind of getting things turned around, and Burleson's been solid. Bryce Miller continues to be great. Maybe not as great as he was last year winning his Cy Young, but he's been great. Kirby's been great. Gilbert's been good. Hancock, okay. And Brian Wu. Yeah, it's on a string here of 3 pretty tough outings in a row after another great start to the season for him. See if we can get that rounded back into form. Let's continue this series here against the Royals. Bottom of the 8th, trying to hold on to a lead. We do end up winning that game 3-2. So we've already won this series with Kansas City. That'll be back-to-back series wins. Home run from Arozarena. Raleigh gets an RBI. 3-hit day for Arozarena, 2 for Crawford. Okay. George Kirby, again, with a masterpiece. Bullpen, pretty good. Spire gave up a run, but Munoz starting to kind of get things rounded back into form. Take a look at this scouting. So we got 95% on Baez. I would guess he is a 78 potential-ish, with a mid-60s overall. He'd be a solid player, but not somebody I'm obviously looking at with that first pick or probably the 33rd. Solanas is a guy, though. I think got a good chance to be a low B potential, mid-60s overall, good starting point. You like his skills, maybe lacks big upside from a power perspective. But everything else looks okay. I think he'd be a perfectly fine left fielder, if a little bit, less likely to be an all-star caliber guy. But we can cancel that assignment. We'll cancel this one here on Baez. Take a look at the pitchers now. Taking us a while to get some of these guys going. Like, I don't know why Tom Yu, we got 100%, and the rest of these guys are still at 65. Probably need now to kind of move over to, see the East, got some Central. East kind of looks like the other big grouping here. So we'll set up, let's see, who's efficiency with pitchers. We'll get him to scout starting pitchers in the East. Then we'll get this last scout to find us a position player to go after now. Just not a lot of crazy upside with a lot of these players, like Dave O'Neill. He's a third baseman. Could be solid. We've got him 40% scouted. Looks like a great glove, potential solid bat. Again, just probably not a very high ceiling there. Edmund Washington, like that, just doesn't overly excite me. Good speed guy, 18-year-old. He could just be really, really bad there at shortstop. Just keep tracking, see what we can find here. Ken Dempsey, 18 years old with kind of a similar potential to overall range, does not give you a lot of hope for him being more than like a guy that's really good now. We probably just need to scout him, though, just to see and make sure. We'll go with that. Let's keep simulating here. Julio, it's a big day there for the Mariners. End up winning that game 11-2. Julio hits a home run, 2 from Winker, 1 from Brandon Lau again. So those guys are getting off to a good start. Raleigh is starting to kind of pick things up here. Did have an RBI double in this game. Winker with a big day. Julio with a big day. Brandon Lau with a nice day. Logan Gilbert, solid. Snyder was good out of the pen. Got another start here for Emerson Hancock. Get a win. So back-to-back great starts for Hancock. Offense, get another home run there from Cal Raleigh. So that's exciting, certainly to see. And, yeah. Let's see what we got working with now. Oops. Hold on 1 second. Okay, back to it. Sorry. 3 RBI day for Raleigh, 2 for Burleson. Hancock, great again now that ERA is below 4. See if Brian Wu can put together another good start. Looks like he did. Got a big moment here for Brash. Oh, against Polanco. I should have jumped in on that. Rushed through it. 3-2. We lose this game. Shoto Imanaga, Brian Wu rebounded with a good start. Spire and Brash are both good. It was Munoz. He is really struggling right now out of the bullpen. And just did not have a whole lot of offense. See if Bryce Miller can win us our 3rd straight series. Brash again. We're up 1. PCA. Win this game 6-5. Okay, so it looks like the bullpen struggled a bit there. Get a home run from Crawford. 3 hits from Raleigh. So he's now at least at 216. Rosarena with a good day. A lot of guys, pretty much everybody at least got a hit. Rayleigh did get on base there as well. Doubles from several guys. Bryce Miller, pretty solid. Brash was not great, but then Snyder, Spire, and Munoz did close us out well. So some of the guys in the bullpen are pitching extremely well at this point. Thornton's been very good. Snyder's been good. Morehole's been fine so far. Salcedo has not been great. He hadn't pitched a lot recently. He's been solid 3 of his last 4. He hadn't given up anything, but Santos, again, was really, really clutch for us. Big moments in the postseason. He was good, but it is just not seemed like it's really going to come to fruition in the regular season. Brash has been good. Spire's been good. Got to get Munoz going. He's been electric the past 2 years. We'll get through another scouting. We'll probably get through this series here against Cleveland, and we'll probably call it for an episode here. Lose this one 8-5. George Kirby got shelled. Just one of those days. Brandon Lau had a good day. Winker had a good day. Got a double from Rayleigh. Had a big day for Brandon Lau, actually. Yeah, just got beat around there initially. What is Lau's stats looking like? 268 homers, 24 RBIs, 818 OPS. Just kind of taking a glance here. Still over 1,000 OPS for Julio. He has been worth over 2.5 wins already. Typically in this series, he has gotten off to great starts and then has slid heavily in the back half of the season. It's been good. The stolen bases are a little down, but I can live with that. Raleigh now, or Raleigh, excuse me, over his last 10, 877 OPS. So he's getting it going. 2 homers. Okay. And everybody else, Raleigh is kind of he's playing well right now. Burleson's on a downslide a little bit here. Hefo has been dreadful. Weir's been good. Okay. Now let's get through another scouting thing here. End up losing that one 2-1. So the first series loss we've had here in a minute. Winker hit a home run. Gilbert was good. Bullpen was great. No other offense going around there. Time to scout. That's Dempsey's going to be essentially whatever his overall is going to be, what his potential is. He could be rock solid. He fell down the rankings, but I mean, he looks like a guy that could be a hitter for sure. Just a matter of where he starts out is probably going to be pretty close to what he is. Let's change the prospect. We need to try to find. I really would just like to find one bat that we like, that we can go after. I want to find an outfielder. It's almost like, is it worth just discovering a couple of guys, see if somebody really takes a big climb? Right now, I think you're looking at Solanas is like my top guy for pick 30 right now. Just not a lot else really in that range. Buford Gee, don't like the way that is looking. Juan Vargas. Let's go back and just see if there's somebody at first base. Zimborski could be a good hitter. He also could start out extremely bad without, I've never really done discovery. None of these catchers overly stand out. Like, if I'm going to go after a catcher, I want it to be a guy that I think is really going to hit a lot. Like, Lawson's probably a low 60s. Good potential player, but he's already 21. Let's, the East looks like a good spot. Central for there. Central, let's try to do, see maybe any chance of discovering outfielders in the Central. Just see if we see something there. Up to 2 players discovered isn't great. Let's look at these international pitchers. We should be pretty close to finishing them up. 80%. Okay, so Brad Calero has now jumped up. MLB ranked 39. He is our top rated guy, 18 years old. Probably going to have very good potential. Overall could be solid. I think we'll do another week there in the international pool. Maybe a Bobby Salazar. Mel Winters is way up our board. Bit of a developmental guy, maybe to an extent. Probably low 60s, upper 80s. Okay. So there's always pitchers. That's the thing. That's why I really wanted to try to push just to find somebody. We'll hold that. That's why I just really wanted to try to find somebody in the outfield, preferably. And we'll get through this series. We get swept by St. Louis. Just 0 offense in that series. Sonny Gray diced us up. Got a really solid start there for Hancock. Walked a bunch of guys, but only gave up 2 runs in his 4 innings. Bullpen was great, so we wasted that stretch. 2 doubles from Renjifo. Got a stolen base from Julio and Brandon Lau. Just no offense to be called up on. All right, got a big opportunity here. Luke Raley versus a lefty is never great, but at least we get to use his clutch rating here. Let's see how this plays out. See if we can finally get off the snide here. Definitely on a losing streak. Raley, I mean, the OPS is okay. It's manageable. Kobe Allard, fastball, curveball, cutter, circle change. Former top prospect. Turned into a good bullpen piece.
No. 1 ball, no strike.
2 runners on. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yes.
Well,
1 ball.
the curveball fooled me for sure. 1-1 count. Should be 2-0. Come on. 1-1.
Strike.
Swung through the fastball.
1-2. Ball.
Got the call there on the
2-2.
curveball. Really still getting on base. 309 on base, considering the 207 average is really good. 2-2 count. Fouls away a tough circle change there. Right at a 200 ISO. It hasn't been bad. He's just not getting any base hits.
Strike.
Strikes out there in that situation. I would imagine that brings up Burleson here, and it does. Burleson still having a very solid season playing first base. 294 average. Good clutch.
Nope. That's inside.
1-0 count. Big at bat here. Just got under that one. Little bit behind. That'll end the 7th. Cannot keep missing opportunities. This offense has really got to get going. Get a 2-run homer there from, well, we got 2 runners on. Cal Raleigh, bottom of the 8th, 1 out.
Now batting, catcher,
Bill Mayton on the mound. Doesn't throw overly hard. Okay. Cal Raleigh. Kind of getting going here
Ball.
in this episode. Needs something big here. Really nice to give ourselves the lead.
1-1.
Seager to hit out in front of it, though. 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. That's just a dribbler back up the middle. Raleigh is not going to beat that out, and they try to get 2, and they do. That turns into a 2 RBI situation for Raleigh. I saw how slow that was up the middle. With Julio's speed, that turns into a 2 RBI ground out for Cal Raleigh, and we have tied the game up. Wow. Just a terrible swing. Thought we might have a chance because of how long it was going to take him to get that throw over. Got a lot of speed there from Julio. Decided just to try it out. You got to get aggressive when the team is not hitting. I don't even know if a good throw gets Julio here. Good throw probably gets him. But it pays off. Now Brandon Lau with a chance to give the Mariners the lead. And if we do, in fact, give the Mariners the lead, I want to pitch with Munoz. Get him warming up. 0-1 count here to Lau. Bad pitch to swing out there. 0-2 count. Game tied at 3-3.
Ball.
Slow. Good eye. 1-2. Having a solid day. A walk and a single. Pulled off. That's a tough sinker. Got a gap there at short. You hit the ball on the ground. Or you can just hit one into the night. Seattle down 2 runs here heading into the bottom of the 8th. Cal Raleigh gets a 2 RBI ground out to the shortstop. And then Brandon Lau gives Seattle the lead. I'll be honest, when I said that about the ground balls, like it'd be really cool if on this next pitch I hit one out. Got lucky and called the shot without meaning to, in a way. And Seattle now really jumped out. Tim Hare now with a tough matchup against a Rosarena who has been lights out this year. Another contract year for him.
1-0.
Almost gets hit. 3 strikeout day for a Rosarena, though.
Strike.
Ah, tough call. Got to get these fans back in the stands. Foul that one away. Tough sinker, fouled away again. 1-2, 2 outs. That ball's back up the middle of Rosarena with a base hit. Inning just keeps going and going for Seattle right now. 9th, 8th inning. And Munoz scheduled to come in. And J.P. Crawford extends the lead. Big drive. Another home run for Crawford. Love to see that. Let's go. 4th home run of the year. End up signing him to a 2-year deal, locking up this shortstop position for a little bit longer for JP. I believe that was a slider just down the middle.
1 ball.
Now it's
Okay.
Rayleigh. Chance to extend the inning.
Hey.
Good pitch. I heard a fan of here say terrible call. It is what it is.
Ball.
2-1
2
count.
ball. 1 strike.
I tried to get the hanger a little bit higher than I wanted it to be, rather just missed it. All right, end of the 8th inning. Yeah, let's finish playing the game here. See if we get a close here with a 3-run lead. Moises Ballesteros, okay. Moises Ballesteros. That's over. Brandon Lau can't quite get to it. Travis Bazzana.
Oh.
Good sinker. Bazzana not having a great year.
Hey.
Dangerous slider. It works. 0-2. Gonna try to get a fastball. Doesn't chase.
Hey.
Got him to chase. Munoz rebounds with a strikeout there of Bazzana. Tyler Freeman.
Hey.
Great slider. We're, of course, very familiar with this Cleveland Guardians team. We beat in our first series in the playoffs last year. On our way to that World Series win. That's a good base hit up the middle. Top of the order now coming up. They're up 3. We just get 2 more outs. That's a good piece of hitting. I don't think that was a bad slider. I think he just got the base hit back up the middle. Good slider. Ryan Telshaw. 1 for 4 day for him. Good fastball. So hit 212, and they keep hitting him at the top of the lineup. Looks like he hasn't played very much, though. Got him to chase that 0-2 count. A blow by you fastball. Too far up. Back to a slider, gets the strikeout. Munoz is pitching dangerously, but he's now 1 out away. Come down to Stephen Kwan, rock solid Major League Baseball player here.
Ball. 1-0.
Great clutch, great vision,
Nope. Outside.
great eye. Try to just throw a fastball
Hey. Whoa.
down the middle. It counts. That's up the middle. Crawford over the second. Brandon Lau gets him out of the game. Get the win. Nice work. Brandon Lau and J.P. Crawford with 2 monster home runs there, clutch. And of course, the almost it would have been a double play. We'd have been out of the 8th inning. We ended up taking the lead, but the 2 RBI ground out from Raleigh. Crazy. That was Brandon Lau's 9th. Winker hit a home run there as well. Julio with a double. Couple of hits from Crawford, a couple of hits from Lau. Ryan Wu. Okay, he's getting back going now. Bullpen was pretty good. Get the win, 6-3 there. I believe it was Spire that gave up the 2 runs there in the 8th. All right, so we finally end the losing streak there. Fall right back with another loss. Noel, Diaz, Naylor each hit homers. The Winker and Marlowe hit home runs on the other side. It's not a great start for Bryce Miller. Not pitching as well as he did last year. Okay. All right, we're going to end this episode here, and we lose. So not a great episode for us. We started off at 11-10. Got a decent enough start from Kirby. Moorahome was not great. Spire and Snyder were good. Home runs from Raleigh and Crawford. Good to see both of them heating up here. Julio is on a bit of a slide, but yeah, just inconsistent offense and defense. We started off episode 11-10. We go 10-11 in the episode. I think I just want to throw it out there just out of curiosity. If things really fall apart, what could you get for a half a season of Logan Gilbert? Because, I mean, this division seems like it's up for grabs, but we have not been great. Like, if you look at the team stats here, we are in run scores. I'm sure we're pretty good on batting average. We're 4th in average, but we're 6th in runs, 1st in doubles, tied for 8th in home runs. The offense has been really good. 2nd in slugging, on base is at 8th. Just this pitching, man. 2nd in fielding percentage. ERA, though, it feels like it's been the offense, but I guess it's just right now we're not really hitting our stride with either. So the ERA actually improved over the course of this episode. Or I guess it's pretty close to what it was. But like, we are just not striking people out. We've been great at preventing walks. We are not. Strikeouts have improved a little bit. Okay. Yeah, just playing right at 500 ball with a team that's 3rd. We're just not hitting our stride. So I just wanted to see, just out of curiosity, what we could maybe get for Logan Gilbert. Jackson Holiday, okay. We've talked about that. Jordan Westberg, Tim Kramer, okay. That's an interesting one. Obviously, I don't think you would actually get this grouping from the Red Sox. Luis Gill, Woody Emerson, first baseman there with some pretty good potential. It's already off to a pretty solid start there as well. Would rather trade him to like the National League. Thomas Cannon, one of the best pitching prospects in all of baseball. Obviously not getting a whole lot behind him. That is the big get, would be a top pitching prospect. No. Charlie Condon, as a Braves fan, would be excited for that. He's made the Major League team now, up to a 71 overall. Finished it okay last year. I mean, not terrible for a rookie. Putting together a good, solid season this year. It's hit 7 home runs. With another long-term bullpen piece. Brennan Doyle, of course, elite defensive player. And hit last year, has not hit much this year. Jordan Lawler, is just not getting that many opportunities there. It's kind of a wasted potential player, really and truly. Just bad timing. Mason Wynn, it's been rock solid in this series. Obviously a good defender, good speed. Some good potential here with DePaula. Kind of feel the outfield prospect spot for us. Okay, so very low rated shortstop there. He is years away from competing. But Bubba Chandler, been great so far this year. And I would do it based on, maybe who's playing real well. Prince Morehouse. Okay. Drafted in the first round a couple of years ago. Somebody we were really interested in. Not hitting the ball very well, though. Rhett Lauder. Former first rounder. That's kind of struggling. Steve Conrad, just more of a solid piece there. I mean, PCA, what has he been like in this series? Just not hit Man, when you see these guys having the big seasons in real life, I really want to, like, boost up their ratings. He's a great defender, but that bat is just not there. He's an all-time defender. Not a whole lot. Like, he's obviously the big get in that, and he's a great player. Like, I'm sure he's still been a valuable piece. Yeah, been a 2-WAR player with very little bat. Dylan Cruz, he's up to an 82 overall, but just not putting it together at the majors. 25 with 8 potential. Jacob Young has been a lot better than him just at the plate. Decent little catcher prospect there. A little on the younger side. Justin Crawford. Obviously, crazy speed. Christopher Sanchez. What would we get out of Sanchez? Another year of a cheap deal. He's been lights out, though. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Vientos and Dylan Cease. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't overly excite me. Carson Bench, 70 overall. B potential. Jet Williams just down to C potential. Been good, though. Francisco Alvarez, I mean, that's just insane. Have just another catcher in the bucket. Tomas Feliz, Xavier Edwards, Edward Cabrera. How has he been in this series? Dreadful. Tomas Feliz, though, been good this year. Yeah, former first-round pick, Xavier Edwards. He is a lightning rod at the plate. And if we were to trade with the Braves, you got a potential catcher, a potential shortstop, and Escobedo be our top position prospect. Good bat, good vision, discipline. Not a great defender, though. And obviously Matt Olson, because, of course, why not? Taking outstanding first baseman. So, yeah. Obviously some decent options here to look at for sure. I just don't even know what I would necessarily even want. Position players, young guys, would be the top thing. We could get a Travis Bazzana. He is just not playing particularly well. Which obviously you're looking at. Ooh, a Carson Williams. Taking some big leaps, having a decent season. Not a great bat, but a great defender at shortstop. Shane Baz. Theo Gillen. See, potential guy. Third base. Okay. We gave ourselves just something to think about. Just to kind of see what we would maybe do if things were to really fall apart here. We've now pushed the episode at an hour. Obviously not going to make, as long as we're in the running, we've seen what this team can do if they make the postseason. We're just 2 games out of the West, a game and a half out of the wild card. So we're playing in a down division right now, but I can see us like getting hot. Even in our division, we've easily scored the most runs. I mean, we're almost 30 above anybody else. And we're right in the middle of the pack ERA-wise there. I mean, we got a great offense. Just got to kind of string it together. We're 6-0 in the division. Maybe we just need to play more of the people in our own division. But kind of ran into some pretty good teams here in this episode. But, yeah, that'll do it for me here. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Leave me feedback in the comment section down below. I've got a Atlanta Hawks franchise on NBA 2K25 going on, and then have a Purdue Dynasty on College Football 26. If that interests you at all, please check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, peace.